Oğlum yalnız bir saniye ya. Senin Wi-Fi'ni kapat. Başlatacağım. Çeki okumayacağım çünkü spoiler oldu. Başladı. Aklı burada. Hadi bismillah.
Green, who as a goalkeeper will know all about the fiery inferno. United have created their own kind of hell in this group.
Well, this is one of the great atmospheres in European
hocam
football.
Endombele'yi koydum orta sahaya ama dur bakalım nasıl olacak ya.
Manchester United, because this Galatasaray side will go for it.
Haydi Ziye.
They'll go for it on the ball.
Haydi yavrum. Yok offside.
From the outcome with Burton's trying
Oyna,
with
baskı, oyna. Yıktık.
That is one of the link-ups.
Endombele Allah aşkına ya.
And Ziyech on this right-hand side. Mertens playing as the number 10.
Yani olmuş öyle lan.
He'll drift right. His intelligence brings out the best in this Galatasaray side. Manchester United, you feel like a lot of this season they've been riding the storm in games. They certainly have to go and do that tonight. It may be a case of waiting until Galatasaray push themselves out in the game. The last 20 minutes then come on strong.
A Galatasaray win puts Manchester United out. A draw does give United a chance of surviving, but only if Copenhagen don't beat Bayern later. If Bayern and United both win tonight, then Manchester United have a handle on their own destiny again. You'll know when they've got the ball because you'll hear the whistles.
Arkası.
This is McTominay. Anthony.
Antonio.
He's found a way past two and found Hoyle.
Evet.
And he couldn't quite bring it under his spell. And Galatasaray play with more energy.
Çok iyi
and
pas.
intensity.
Tek oyna, tek oyna, tek oyna. Ziye sakin. Ziye sakin. Ya sakin.
Stretch foot of Luke Shaw and a corner kick for Galatasaray.
Ziyech. Working his way across the body, across the pitch. But there's energy from Galatasaray. It's going to have to be matched by Manchester United. You saw McTominay going forward. Ziyech going forward. Manchester United are going to have to commit bodies forward just to get beyond them.
Hadi iyi orta.
Another tall team, Galatasaray. Manchester United should have an advantage at set pieces, as it is one of the smallest players around. Lucas Torreira is first to get his head to the ball. Manchester United won 3-0 at Everton on Sunday. Their fourth straight away win in the English Premier League. And actually, you know, a kind of dress rehearsal for this game 2,000 miles away. The atmosphere at the weekend was hostile and clamorous. The opponents were energetic and direct. It was nothing like as easy a win as the scoreline suggests either. But United did come through, and they came through with a bit to spare in the end.
Yeah, they rode their luck. They rode their luck at times, but did get the win. And in the end, it was comfortable. But there is always that but at the moment with Manchester United. The times when they are pressed, the times when they are harried, they do get under pressure. They've got to make those clinical decisions of when to play, when not to play.
Angelino, two
Evet.
reigning
Saha,
fullbacks.
sakin, sakin. Mertens sakin. Ya Mertens Allah aşkına ya. Oyna Ziye'yle oynamaya devam et ya. Ona alırsın duruyorsun ya.
Mertens is on top form at the minute.
Bırak
You
olsun.
can see now as well, instigating the
Okey,
Torreira.
okey, sakin.
Ziyech.
Abi ya.
Evet.
Güzel çekti ha.
Didn't dispossess him.
Ya abi bir acele etmeyin Mertens. Mertens çok acele ediyor ya.
In to get on with this.
Bırak yerleş ya.
Questions
Hemen
of
şunu
Manchester
bir
United.
gitsin ya.
Well, they're not unfamiliar with this pressing game. They do it. And that's faulty from Onana there. A fortunate kick.
Here's Garnacho, who scored the goal of his life at the weekend. In towards Holland! Well, somehow he was kept out by the sprawling challenge from Bardacci, but for a moment it looked as if Holland had managed to propel it into the goal.
Whether that was in
Corner.
but Hoyland get across the near post.
Bu maç 2-1
Galatasaray do leave themselves exposed. They will press. They will commit bodies forward without the ball, and this is the jeopardy within the game.
It came off his heel as he fell, and he was actually a little unlucky that he didn't manage to propel it on target. Fernando Muslera, 37 now, is the Galatasaray keeper and captain. Here's Ayhan back in the defensive role that he knows best. He's played the last 3 Champions League games in midfield. Badaci naturally left-footed in towards Icardi, headed away by Maguire.
Out.
That'll be a goal kick.
Korner değil mi lan? Niye oldu verdi ona?
See, Galatasaray love to get the bodies forward, love to get numbers forward. And I knew that was going wide, trying to stop the corner from the slight deflection. But that man, you get the feeling that everything good will come through him tonight for Galatasaray.
Scored 2, made 2 on his recall at the weekend, Dries Mertens. He has been mainly a substitute for Galatasaray in the last couple of months. He's 36 years of age now, the Belgian, but he is full of tricks. Galatasaray won 4-0 here on Saturday in the Turkish Super League. 34 points out of 39, neck and neck with Fenerbahce, way ahead of the rest.
Evet.
And Rabat feeling the heat. Maguire. It's claustrophobic, both the noise and the tension in the air. Hoyland. Just unable to link with Anthony. Maguire again starting on the right of that central defensive
Çok
pairing.
iyi Mertens.
Maçı
Sakin.
sakin.
Ya Angelino yaptığım pas hatasının yerine bak ya.
Here he's got support from 3 white shirts. He's found Bruno Fernandes.
Evet bu el.
And for once,
Ah Angelino.
he's
Ah
found the
ya.
ball. His touch let him down there, the Manchester United skipper.
Again, that press from Galatasaray. They're going for man basically all over the pitch, which does leave space in behind. It's that first pass from Maguire, from the defence coming forward. Can they win it? Can they get that knockdown? Feed off the scraps almost.
Bruno Fernandes. He has got his free kick.
Ne faul verdi la o? Oğlum geçenki Portekiz hakeme benziyor bunun tipi lan.
Aynen.
That
Hayır,
pressure
hiç merak etme,
all over the
verdiler.
pitch.
Okan Buruk yanlış görmesin.
This is not going to be a quiet night for the officials or for the Manchester United players.
Or indeed for us. Fernandes takes. Maguire is forward. McTominay. Amrabat.
Abi o baskıyı kuramadık ya. Bayern maçındaki baskıyı kuramadık ya.
Neden de oldu?
Vallahi ne bileyim.
Garnacho's
Çalışma
OMG
direkt
goal.
vurdular bir kere.
It
Pasta
was
çıkmadılar.
just 2 minutes and 14
Evet, bir
seconds.
iki bulduğumuz topta da acele ettik yani. Mertens'in aceleciliklerini
An
gördük.
extraordinary overhead bicycle kick
Ndombele'yi de daha ilk defa
from a
görüyorum.
young man who's not 20 until July. Here he goes trying to run Bowie.
Garnacho orada boy var. Garnacho adamı yer bitirir. Garnacho.
Fascinating duel. The 23-year-old Parisian Sacha Bowie,
Aferin boy.
who has been Thierry Henry's French under-21 squad, loves to get forward.
Hadi yavrum bir maç oynayacaksın Angelino. Hadi be.
Same as for Angelino here.
Evet iyi pas.
Just beyond
Yani ıslak
Ziyech.
olduğu için.
Koşamıyor.
Top sekiyor ya. Ben sektiği zaman çok hızlanıyor top.
Will Zaha there
Zaha
is
kızdı ona.
demonstrating to say, I was on. That was a simple pull down the line. They're coming forward in numbers. They're coming forward at pace.
Ziyech on the right, Zaha on the left. Familiar foes for Manchester United, both with rich experience of English club football. As indeed has Torreira there. Here's Badaci.
Badaci. Basmıyor Manchester United.
Bowie.
Oyun kurmamıza izin veriyor. Önde basmıyor yani.
His name has been linked with Manchester United in transfer speculation in the last couple of weeks. Burst down the centre of the field by Wilfried Zaha.
Evet, haydi baskı, haydi baskı, haydi baskı.
Don't want to be feeding it back to the goalkeeper too often. Although Onana is good with the ball at his feet, Manchester United are going to try to be progressive. And they're doing that here on McTominay.
Tomine ile 2 gündür daha top oynamaya başlayan Ndombele eşleşiyor ya.
Instead it's Bruno Fernandes. Fed into Højlund. He's done well. Bruno Fernandes. Garnacho with a chance. And Garnacho with a goal. Manchester United take the lead inside 11 minutes. In the week when he scored probably goal.
Ya abi Ndombele ile McTominay eşleşiyor. Gol oradan geliyor ya. Ya Ndombele'nin şu maçta 11 başladığına inanamıyorum ya. İnanamıyorum ya. Yani direkt onunla alakalı değil ama ilk topu indirten o. Fiziki mücadeleyi kazanamayan orada o. Kaan da burada ikili mücadelede çok şey kalıyor. Nelson bu kadar rahat oynatır mıydı o? Højlund. Vay arkadaş, Garnacho olan yedik golü ya.
Well, Galatasaray trailed twice at Old Trafford last month, but still won. And United have had a problem holding on to leads. And interestingly, Galatasaray were behind for just 6 minutes and then just 4 minutes in that match in Manchester. United didn't consolidate when they took the lead. In Munich, you may remember, United got back to 2-1 and then 3-2, but they conceded again within 5 minutes of both of those goals. They were 2 up and cruising in Copenhagen until Marcus Rashford was red carded, and then they conceded twice in moments just before half-time. So, the bad news for Manchester United is that they have conceded 11 goals in this group.
Ya şimdi Ndombele'yi oyundan alacaksın, 50.000 kişi ıslıklayacak. Ya Ndombele ile ne sonu bitirir bir akşam ya.
Saying it's not over.
It's early days, but it's
Ne var?
tonic for
Ne var?
Manchester United. And the man who's down there, Alejandro Garnacho.
Hiçbir şey yok.
Did score for United in Europe last
çekiyor
season,
lan
but
da.
that is the first in this his first season in the
Ya
Champions
bomboş
League.
ya.
So I think Maria Sanchez having a word with him after scoring the goal to say do not celebrate in front of the fans. He was stunned for a moment inside the stadium. But Manchester United, like Garnacho, just need to keep their heads.
Kafası
Here's
mı
Bowen.
Aaa!
Sliding in his Amrabat. Garnacho is back there with him. He will see out his defensive duties, the young winger. Manchester United have scored in every game in this group, but don't forget they've lost 3 of the 4 they've played so far. Mertens, scooped away by Anthony. Mertens again, no corner.
Kornerleri güzel
2 corners so far. A
kullansalar.
near post that threat both times. It's clearly a tactic with this zonal marking from Manchester United. Just get it outside the zone. They know, as you say, Clive, they're not the biggest. They've got to do something different.
Into the drill again! And
Penaltı var mı orada? Faul, penaltı, bir sürü şey var mı orada? Ya ilki nasıl girmedi ya? Sonra bir de faul tehlikesi var. Ya Icardi üstüne girmiş ya. Orada bir el var mı? Penaltı şey, faul yok da. El açık abi. Dün verdiğimiz Paris maçındaki elin 2 katı el bu. El açık. Ya doğal pozisyonda diyecek ama kaleye gidiyor abi top. Kaleye gidiyor ya. Dün verdiğiniz elin 2 katı penaltı bak. 2 katı penaltı dün verdiğiniz pozisyon. Top kaleye gidiyor. El açık, böyle açık. Ya nasıl Nasıl yok penaltı şurada ya? Ya abi el açık ya. Dün göğüsten sekini verdiniz Paris maçında ya.
We've seen almost
Bir daha izlemek lazım ama ya. Atmayın şunu ya. Saçmalamayın ya.
has been applied in European competitions, certainly in the Premier League in England, they're strict. But when you think of the penalty given against Newcastle United,
Evet bak adam da aynısını diyor spiker. Dünkü Newcastle maçını düşün diyor ya.
I'm astonished that's not being given.
I'm astonished that's not being given diyor ya. Penaltının verilmediğine inanamıyorum diyor adam ya.
This isn't the replay of it. That was a foul, but
Şaka gibi hakemler geliyor bize ya.
out towards the ball was enough. The interpretation from UEFA, but
Ya el açık şöyle duruyor. Kaleye doğru gidiyor ya.
No, he's going to leave it as he know. It is Mertens, touched on by Torreira.
Koluna değmedi.
Koluna değdi de. Doğal
My
pozisyon.
own personal views are neither here nor there, but I do feel as if the
Yani
kind
dün
of
gol pozisyonunu da bir daha izleyemedik ki.
Gitti
Ay,
yayın.
gitti.
barely fit for purpose, and that far too many are being given,
Haydi!
which are not deliberate.
Haydi al penaltıyı!
Here almost presented to him
Alamadılar.
by Onana.
Top çok hızlı.
But in that climate, the
Topa
climate we've
değmeseydi
seen in the
penaltıyı
UEFA
alacaktı
competitions, any contact with ball on
Kaleci onun ayağına
any
değmiş
kind of dangerous
olacaktı.
situation has been penalised.
Geç kaldı.
that's twice now for Onana as well. That there's been four
Önce
kicks from the
başlaması
hands.
lazım.
Maybe the conditions, but certainly fortunate with the first one, even more fortunate with that.
Adam ne çok
His team have conceded a penalty in all 4 group games they played before tonight. Maybe they were due a break. Certainly Rashford's red card in Copenhagen 3 weeks ago was particularly contentious.
Ya vermediği
They
penaltıya
lead
bak
by
ya.
an ultimate.
Neleri
Bruno
verdiniz
Fernandes
ya.
forward towards the goal scoring Maçı. Cross comes Ayhan.
Şaka gibi ya. 2 maçtır ya. Hayret bir şey ya.
In amongst all the controversy of the handball, or lack of it, there was a chance for Torreira, which was saved by Onana, which was a big save out the near post again.
Bruno Fernandes.
Yapma.
Why not? Oh, why not? Oh my word! Bruno Fernandes thunders Manchester United into a 2-goal lead. The captain scores on a night when they really needed him to score. He's not scored enough this season, but that's 3 in his last 5 games now. Count the hour and all that. What a hit!
What a goal from nowhere. Just takes a touch out his feet. The stadium stops and waits. Can he produce?
Ben hala
And this
aldım.
is a strike of real quality. He knows what he needs to do, how he gets it up and down. Just that movement over through the ball is enough. It's a wonderful strike from Fernandes. It's a wonderful start for Manchester United.
It's only his 5th of the season, and 2 of the other 4 have come from the penalty spot. He scored 28 3 seasons ago. Scored 4 for his country, Portugal, this season, and now he's got 5 for Manchester United. And Manchester United
Nasıl
have a
pas
2-goal
abi ya?
lead.
Angelino Allah aşkına ya.
But they let 2-0 in Copenhagen.
You have to say, they have been under pressure at times. They rode their luck with the penalty shot, but it's 2 fantastic goals. 1 made by Bruno Fernandes, 1 assist, and then there's no assist in that. That's all his own work. Just a wonderful strike.
And talking of Copenhagen, they let 2-0 here against Galatasaray and didn't win.
Ah veremedi.
Maguire. All action starts. Ziyech running into traffic.
Yani güzel
Foden
oldu.
contesting the ball.
Offside.
Manchester United have got something to defend now. Playing with some relish. Anthony with a poor pass from Bruno Fernandes. It's not a little byline, but Manchester United have visited Galatasaray's, well, complex really. This is where the old stadium was, the Ali Sami Yen, on 3 previous occasions. and never scored. They've scored twice in the opening 20 minutes tonight. Ziyech, Torreira,
Hadi Ndombele la.
slipped into Ziyech.
Ya bu niye bu ya? Şaka mı ya?
And Ndombele breaks the challenge. Comes from Mertens. And flapped it in a bit, but did just about enough. Anthony.
Antony'ye bak bak, bize gelince oynamayı öğrendi la. Sarı kart.
It was late. Free kick has been given.
Vermedi sarıyı
It's
da.
really good from Anthony.
Ya şu Antony.
Recognised the space.
Nasıl tazı gibi koşuyor
Showing
ya.
the pace.
Lan dalga geçilen bir oyuncu la bu, 100 milyon euro oldu diye.
Very
Emin
senior
ediyorum
Manchester
bize oyuncağı
United
tuttu la.
since coming from Ajax. This 20 minutes, he showed some real urgency.
This is first game of 2.5 weeks, his first start for 3.5 weeks. He's not played 90 minutes in Champions League or English Premier League all season for Manchester United. Alejandro Garnacho after 11 minutes, Bruno Fernandes after 18, Maguire thinks there's something wrong with the ball. Is there anything we haven't had in the first 20 minutes?
Bizim top patladı lan. Bizim Sami'nin de toplar patlayıp duruyor. Olabilecek en kötü maç başlangıcı ya.
Atmosphere a bit, Manchester United. I think they need a few more goals to do that.
Kaan orta sahada basıyor, stoper falan yok.
Fernandes trying to get Anthony moving again.
See though what Bruno Fernandes is trying to do. The spacing behind Galatasaray defence is there. If they get that one pass right, they're in again.
Ziyech'te falan yok.
Torreira. Bardacci. Mertens. Angelino. This is Ayhan. Bowie.
Şimdi daha da zor anasını.
Ziyech. And Ndombele.
2-1 aldı nasıl dedim.
Haydi.
This for Sacha Bowie.
Aa.
He did just about enough at the near post camera, but it wasn't what he was trying to do. But it fell for another. It's been that kind of quarter for Manchester United.
It's all under control, Clive. It's a perfectly cultured, disguised back pass. Even the referee didn't see it.
Hadi abi atak sürekli değil.
Ya nasıl bir başla ya.
Torreira. And Ndombele.
27 kim şu?
Ayhan.
Zaha nerede?
Daha sonra. Ya Mertens'e de orta yapmazsın. Abi siz ne yapıyorsunuz ya?
In the air, Dries Mertens. 5'7". 5'7"
Eliniz
for the
zaten
talent,
olmadığı
but
için.
not too much
Zaha
aerial
hiç
threat.
böyle ya. Zaha'nın mutlu olduğunu hiç görmedim.
There is the coach, Okan Buruk. He's a bit of a force of nature on the touchline. He demands energy and intensity from his players and displays plenty of both himself, sometimes a bit too much. He has been shown a couple of yellow cards during this
Oldu lan bura.
qualifying group already, but he hasn't exactly been silenced by Manchester United's start. The stadium hasn't, but it could hardly been better off.
It's been incredible start from Manchester United. Just that little opening from Højlund. Other than that, it's been the two strikes that they've had, the two chances that they've had, they've struck from. There is that jeopardy still there.
Mertens. Angelino.
Bak Ziyech bomba.
Torreira. Mertens.
Haydi.
Zaha.
Haydi.
Clever turn, Icardi.
Icardi ne yapıyorsun Icardi?
Straight to Højlund. He's caught him.
Ya Icardi ya.
Göremedim ya.
Joint leading scorer in the recent Champions League. Hasn't scored yet tonight.
Wi-Fi bağlı değil de bize o yüzden mi donduruyor? Ne yapıyor ya?
Two-touch football. Angelino making the foul. He knew because that track back into
Bu
his.
Wi-Fi'da değil abi.
Bruno Fernandes disappearing into the distance.
Anthony.
Var ya
Wan-Bissaka. Maguire. Wan-Bissaka caught in possession initially by Zaha. Those two know each other so well. Years together at Crystal Palace, both from the very same part of South London. Good friends, Wilfried Zaha and Aaron Wan-Bissaka in direct opposition this evening. Bruno Fernandes into the path of Luke Shaw. Højlund is on the move here. Rasmus Højlund, Luke Shaw, and he couldn't quite control it. And Angelino jabbed it to safety. Brilliant from Højlund. I don't think Luke Shaw was expecting it. I don't think he knew that Højlund was
Yeni ilk defa 11'e girmiş 3 gün önce. Nombele'yi Şampiyonlar Ligi'nin en zor maçlarından birinde 11'e atıyorsun.
Came to him at some velocity.
Kaan orada oynasa bir tane stoper ekstra 3 kişi karşılayacak. Ndombele orayı karşılamaz ki ya.
Torreira. Too far for Icardi. He's been on the fringes of things so far, Mauro Icardi. And Manchester United, thus far, have defended pretty much as well as they've attacked.
Önce baskı da bitti anasını satayım.
Anthony. Wan-Bissaka. Amrabat. McTominay has found space. Bruno Fernandes is in the box. Deflected cross falls kindly for Fernando Muslera.
Zaha var. En solda Zaha var da biz Torreira'nın 80 metre pasını hiç görmedik ki zaten.
Ziyech.
Haydi. Hey sarı kart. Sarı kart. Sarı kart. Ziyech hadi yavrum.
Ya sus Şehmet hakkına da var.
There to say to come to the ball, why am I having to track back and trip my
Tatmamışlar.
got it spare at the back, but the space is open.
Bir ayağı diğer ayağını vuruyor Torreira.
Bitti. That's his job.
Buradan daha iyi görürüz.
To cover that space, to block these runs.
Ciddi yeter zaten. Boşuna da konuşuyoruz. Diyemez.
I don't think we need to do too much cheerleading in this.
Adam ne gol attı ya. Arkadaş geldi bizim
Lucas Torreira.
Oradan da şey açık.
Or right of centre, sits the left foot here of Hakim Ziyech.
Uykuyu aldı.
Aa bu da
Still to
penaltı.
score for Galatasaray in this competition.
Yani penaltı gibi mi böyle yapıyor?
People have questioned his attitude since coming to the club and since signing for Chelsea.
Bunu daha tutamaz Ziyech. Niye bu kullanıyor ya?
It's Ziyech.
Gol! Gol! Gol! Gol! Gol! Oyna! Oyna! Oyna! O kadar ucuz yok! Oyna! Oyna! Oyna! Oyna! Ziyech bu yüzden atıyor. Gerçi birine çarptı muhtemelen. Olan o şekilde yemez ama.
Ziyech hiç mutlu değil hala ya. Çok mutlu adam.
It's a gamble. He guesses it. Watch out in the goal. He goes early. Steps across. You've got to be brave.
Kimseyi de çarpmamış la. Onanın da yediği gole bak Allah aşkına ya. Çarpmış mı? Yo çarpma martma yok. Ya Onana ne adamsın Allah aşkına. Ortaya giden top gol olmuş lan.
Neyse hadi hadi.
Haydi.
Adamın 2 tane daha golü var.
Ziyech's second goal for Galatasaray. His first
Saka
in the
dikkat.
Champions League for them. His ninth in the Champions League altogether. He
Don't.
scored in the semi-final for Erik ten Hag's Ajax in 2019 when his teammate was, yeah, you got it, Andre Onana. They know each other. How many free kicks will he have faced from Ziyech in training?
Every day. Every day he'd have taken
Ziyech'ten her gün antrenmanda
This will all
frikik yedi Onana diyor ama yine de iyi gol yani.
Ziyech would have known that. He's waited.
Haydi yavrum haydi bir.
Control to each other from 25 yards. What you don't want to do as a goalkeeper, second guess yourself.
Bak nasıl koşuyor
Ya
ya.
Muslera.
Muslera niye bekliyor ya?
Niye bu şekilde kötü bir pas verdin onu anlamadım ya.
Al.
And within
Oyna.
11 minutes of establishing a 2-goal lead, Manchester United have
Kafamda
conceded
garip garip bakıyor diye.
12 goals now in the group.
Adamın zıplamasını görüyor musun? Aşırı isteksiz.
It's a huge task now because it's a long, long hour. When you are 2 goals up, what you do is manage the game and you manage the mistakes.
Evet Zaha, tam istediğin toplar Zaha. Zaha acele etme ya. Kardi attı da savunmadan döndü. Evet abi, kur baskıya atak sürekli. Hadi Torreira sağ kanat abi. Ziya hadi yavrum.
Kim boş yok ya.
Nana gets everything behind that.
Evet, baskı düzeni.
Errors in the first 2
Şöyle
Champions League
kaçsın.
games. One of them against Galatasaray Old Trafford led to the red card for Casemiro.
Baskı düzeni, haydi bakayım.
He's actually kept clean sheets in his last 2 games for Manchester United, 3 in the last 4
Sakin
matches.
ol.
Makes
Hadi.
a good saves at Everton on Sunday, but that was just an error of judgment.
Evet boy, hadi bindir yavrum. Hadi bindir yavrum, haydi Ziya, yap sihrini. Yap sihrini!
Ah. Ama daha orada
He
boş
hasn't
veriyor.
been comfortable tonight. Just from his kicking, his
That's
distribution,
what
he made that one save. It does play on your mind when you're playing. If one
Kerem
thing
nerede?
goes wrong,
Kerem
then
nerede?
it can be compounded by another missed kick. And all of a sudden, you're playing in your head, you're trying to get ahead of yourself. He's certainly done that on the free kick.
Aferin. Ziya aferin de
Quite as simple as
aferin.
it
Sen biraz
sounds, when a
riskli oynuyorsun.
goalkeeper
Üstleri abi,
directs a
kendinize
wall
gelin.
of players is to guard one side of his goal, so that basically he only has to keep the other side of
Lan
his
git
goal.
lan oradan.
And it was that side and Nana's side in which he was beaten.
And he buys you that little bit of time.
Evet Zaha önüne sal topu işte be. Adam deli oldu yemin ediyorum top alamadığı için ya.
What you've got to make sure is that it does go over the wall. It didn't
Ya
do
sal adamın önüne
It's
ya.
just-
Zaha'yı oynattı bir boy oynatıyorsun şimdi bir.
Knows the quality of Ziyech.
Onu da çok tutuyorlar çünkü.
Second guessed his
Boştan mı bu sefer?
former ex-teammate and second guessed him wrong.
Hadi bu sarı yiyeceğim ben. Bekliyor ya.
Sasha Bowie with the throw.
Biz girdik. Niye vakit geçirelim sarıyız?
Ha, ondan öyle bir şey mi?
Dries
Ben yine
Mertens.
gideyim karadan. Neyin sarısını veriyoruz?
Defended well by Shaw.
Mertens hadi koy oynayacağın oyuna Kerem girsin ya. Şu ilk yarı bitmeden bir 2-2 bulsak işte ise. Abi 3 kere geldiler 2 kere gol yedik ya.
Galatasaray's record in this
Evet.
game in Turkish League football is absolutely emphatic.
Evet.
They've lost to a team from their own country for 15 months. Getting by in a real scare here last
Ya bu
night.
hakem çok tipsiz saçma sapan bir hakemlik yapıyor
They
ya.
were drawing with Munich with 20 minutes of both of their group games to go. But they got Harry Kane in the closing stages of each of those.
Ayağına mı vurdu?
Sarısı var bir de ha.
And they
Bir şey
are
var mı?
handful. There's no doubt about that, particularly here.
They've had their own moments of what could have been in this group.
Ya hakem şey kafasında yani, ben bugün burada ezilmeyeceğim kafasında. Bu kafada bize ezmesini sebep oluyor şu ana kadar. Ben tribüne ezilmeyeceğim bugün. Tipinden onu okuyorum hakemin yani. Bizim oyunculara ekstra reaksiyonlar.
The crowd knows that this team will just keep going.
Torreira. Ndombele.
Ondan kolay.
Angelino. Zaha.
Zaha orada yapma o işleri.
Managed to
Üst
retain
üstten
possession under
çıktı.
pressure from McTominay.
Vermiyor faul falan bu hakem ya.
Fernandes can get it now. That's a really good ball too. Took a
Bu izde çok kişi geliyor. Aferin boy! Çok iyi. Al o.
Ne oluyor?
Oyna.
Still to really make his mark here at Galatasaray.
Boy çık.
Hakim Ziyech
Yine
has
Zaha
made his
boş.
mark tonight.
Boy sende.
Sasha Bowie.
Harikasın! Harikasın hadi! Nereye ya? Haydi Zaha! Haydi Zaha! Ya Zaha şunu içeri sok ya!
Well, it was brilliant from Bowie initially.
Vurur gibi yapsaydın ya.
had the
Ayağıyla
chance to clear.
çevirmesi
On his
gol ya.
weaker foot, never looks comfortable. Striking with his
Elim
left.
açıldı lan.
Didn't get it right, but quite managing to save the day.
Corner kick. Ziyech. Mertens.
Vur! Aaa Kaan! Offside mi?
I think there's a flag up against Diane. It wouldn't have counted anyway.
Whether he got a touch or not, it's a fantastic save. He is offside.
Zaten girmedi de ya.
Even if he hadn't have touched it, it would have been counted as offside.
Yeah, it was right in the goalkeeper's eye line. And so interfering with Onana's ability to make a save. But he made the save that time. The only numbers that really matter are up at the top left-hand corner of your screen. Manchester United 2 up here in 18 minutes through Garnacho and Fernandes. But conceding to
Abi şurada baskıyı
Ziyech's free
kurdum,
kick after
ikinciyi atamadık bir
29
türlü.
minutes.
Ya şu hakem faulle vermiyor hiç ya.
Amrabat.
Vale.
Saka. McTominay on
Ya
the
abi
charge.
bu kadar da risk almayın. Kale çıksana ya. Yoktan korner kazanıyorlar ya.
Bir de altında
35 minutes into the game, and Manchester United saying Onana hasn't been confident with his kicking. It's the first time he's just told the team to
Yapmaya
get up
çalıştı aslında da.
and let's go long. And it looked better from Manchester United. They could pick up the second ball.
Atmayın şu tribünden bir şeyler lan.
Ne atıyorlar?
That goal that Fernandes scored was his first in open play in the Champions League. For 3
Atmayın
years.
şunu gerizekalılar ya.
Şişe bir şey yapmışlar.
Eldivene benziyor gerçekten.
He'll take the corner. Might fall for Lindelof. It's up to Eden by Danchi.
Penaltı da yapabilir ya.
Oh,
Haydi.
where are you going?
Kaleci.
Mağananın şeyine bak. Offside yok mu hoca? Hoca offside yok mu hoca?
Pass. Bruno Fernandes.
Yapma Abdülkerim ya.
McTominay's another corner.
İlk offside değil mi hoca ya?
He's a strange mix of moods, isn't he, Andre Onana? Sometimes supremely confident, other times he gives you the jitters.
In my 800 games of playing in Premier League football, I never dreamed of doing that in the centre circle.
Bruno Fernandes will take this corner. McTominay!
Boş vuruyor abi ya. Endombele, McTominay'i oynatıp duruyorsun ya.
Yeah, free head up, just couldn't get over it. Thought he was going to play the ball, cut it back across, but decided to leave it for the corner. They do have an advantage.
Endombele.
Maguire, Lindelof in there.
And he's looked a goal scorer this season, 3 for Manchester United. He scored 7 goals for Scotland this year.
Haydi Zaha. Icardi neredesin ya?
Onana will take his time, we know that.
Oo baba çok rahat çıkarıyoruz ya.
Saka.
Oo.
So much jeopardy on this game. Victory for Galatasaray will guarantee the European football in the new year in one competition or the other, put them in a strong position to qualify for the last 16 in the
Ay,
Champions
hocam ne
League.
yapıyorsunuz?
Kale de boş
Taking the lead
yok.
out of his opposite numbers, but coming way off limits.
Again, it's just that one ball, that one straight ball over the defence. You need a winning runner.
Yağmur yağıyor sonra.
Victory for Manchester United could just put their Champions League fate back in their own hands. They would be waiting anxiously and hoping that Bayern Munich would deal with it later this evening. But
Sarıyı ver artık. Çok bekliyorlar.
there is so much riding on the result of this match.
Hakemin umurunda değil ya oyun kuralları.
Torreira getting a foot to the ball. Icardi getting his head to the ball. He's gone for goal here. Mauro Icardi, it's play has been brought back, don't worry. Game has been
Ne
stopped.
yapıyor yönetmen nereye gösteriyor? Ne oluyor şu anda? Faul mü verdi hakem?
That's been penalised.
Ya hakem oyunun ağzına sıçtın ya.
Göstermedi ki bize.
Every challenge all over the pitch. He's been pressurised. He's been.
Öyle zıplayacak bir şey
Değmemiş bile ya. Öf.
I think.
Diğer ayağına
He's got
değmiş,
good movement for his own
diğerinden.
volition, shall we say? The vertical take-off winger. 5 minutes half to go. Space for Anthony. Headed away by Torreira. Hit by Garnacho. Charged down by Ziyech.
Ya.
One by Maguire.
Şurada artık şuraya.
Bowie to clear. Sure. There's just no time on the ball. This time Hakim Ziyech has been penalised for a foul on Luke Shaw. Playing at such a ferocious pace. It's a game that you wonder how long they can last for like this. 5 minutes to go. It'll be a tough one for Luke Shaw. He returned from injury at the weekend, his first game for 100 days. Managed 75 minutes in that match.
Oha, offside. Ya
Now
hakem çıldırttı ya ortalığı. Neyin sarı kartı verdi lan şimdi?
Garnacho felt that.
Abi bunun nesi sarı kartı abi?
Nasıl
Dün,
bacağını
dümdüz faal oğlum sarı kartı verdi.
Ha evet.
Seems like a five-side pitch all
Sarı
over
kart
the
veremem
pitch, just
faal.
everyone.
Ben bu sarı kartın dinamiklerini anlamıyorum.
Pressing.
Bacağına sert
Abi
vurmuş
bacağı
işte.
sert tutması, sarı kart gibi bir şey yok. Gole ya atağa gidiyor olması lazım. Kaleye doğru
Bit of a
koşuyor
hack
olması
in the
lazım.
calf of the young Argentine
Ya da çok
international.
yaralayıcı falan olması lazım.
And Sacha
Ya bu
Bowie
hiç
is
sarı
yellow
kart
carded.
değil.
It's his second of this group stage. Bowie. Sure. Maguire's been penalised. Pick on somebody your own size. Harry Maguire
Günah
and
çıkarıyor işte.
Paulinho. There's about 2 meters between them in height.
Maguire Anel'in onun 2 katı. Ya şuraya kesinlikle
It's like somebody from the dance match and bumped into one of the boys playing on the next pitch.
It's not for the first time Harry Maguire's given away a foul that he doesn't know why.
2 dakika bile vermesi lazım.
Mal gibi.
Ayhan's got it.
Haydi offside yok. Icardi offside yok. İlk kontrol. Icardi! Gol! Offside. Verdi mi? Verdi, offside verdi ya.
Ya biraz
The assistant did the right thing. He wasn't absolutely certain. Wanted to see how it played out.
Hadi bir
This
offside
is going to
çıkmasın.
be checked.
Yok offside!
Wide, a bit closer
Benim
than
gördüm.
it was.
Abi benim gördüğüm offside falan yok.
Mertens kalmış.
Mertens önemli değil. Icardi benim gördüğüm offside falan yok. Allah aşkına bir şu vardan bizim elimize bir hakem kararı çıksın ya. Lütfen. Bu gayet gol geldi bana hocam. Yapma ya. Ya benim gördüğüm offside değildi ya. Çizin bakayım bir çizgiyi.
Semi-automated.
Vay arkadaş ya. Ya santimlerle gollerimiz iptal ediliyor ya.
Eliminates any human error in it.
That doesn't mean the coach won't question it. Well, we've all got
Nerede? Gol
technology
çizgisi
which
nerede
works
ya?
better than others.
Göstermiyorlar.
Aa! Ya bence offside yok gibiydi ya. Ya nerede çizgi niye gelmiyor abi ya? Kafayı yiyeceğim bu UEFA yönetmeliğinden. Eksene geliyor mu arkadaşlar acaba? Biz Amerika yayınında mı görmüyoruz ya?
Group stages.
Birazdan gösteriyor. 3 boyutlu falan bir şeyler
Two teams
yapıyorlar.
playing for their lives in the
Zaten
competition.
onu çizdikten sonra offside
And it's
olmadığına
therefore
karar
to
veriyor.
see how much it means to
Olduğuna
them.
veya.
Maguire won it cleanly.
Devam
Zaha var,
ediyor.
argue.
Şunu yatan daha mı? Aa.
Just getting up now.
Çizgi gelmedi ya. Vallahi ben çok kullandım ya. Ya Mertens'in yanındaki adam şu sağında çizgileri var bak biraz koyu yeşil biraz açık yeşil. Oradan gördüğüm kadarıyla benim offside yoktu ya.
Perspektiften.
O da öyle bir şey olursa ancak yani de çok hızlı karar verdi bile net offside'miş gibi.
Bardacci
Ay.
kind of slipping into
Yok
side.
yok var haydi yıkar.
Second attempt, he almost did so.
Oyna.
By Cardi. And eventually the referee
Ne verdi bu?
Has taken some
Enişte mi veriyor? Bu hakem neler yapıyor ya? Bu offside çizgisi niye gelmedi abi ya?
The game stopped momentarily.
Of.
Not sure why. There's clearly a handball in the end by Zaha.
Ben o offside çizgisi nerede? Onu getiriyor zannettim lan yine.
the 2 added minutes coming,
Zaha'nın...
which is quite quaint really in
El
the
var da niye geç verdi
contemporary
ona?
era. We've become used to
2 dakika
7 and 10 and 15
Ya var ya.
minutes of overtime at the end of halves.
Ya vallahi şu millete bir sorayım ya offside çizgisi geldi mi Türkiye'de ekrana?
Keşke beraberlikle
foul by Alaba.
penaltını çalmaya
Yellow cards out
çalıştı.
for Sofian Amrabat.
Amrabat sarı yedi. Oha Torreira Amrabat'a vurmuş.
Foot high.
Bak.
Amrabat on the front foot. That's what Manchester United needing to do more. Not the book of it, but
Offside var ya ben sana bir şey söyleyeyim o offside falan değil ya. Gelmiyor ekrana görüntü. Var mı çalışmıyordu ne
Dribbling
oldu?
towards the head of Icardi, finds the head of
Çalışmıyor ne abi?
Maguire.
Elektrikler mi gitti?
Bardacci.
Ya bir atak yapsaydınız.
Bak 5 saniyede önce bitiriyor ya. Senin hakemliğinin içine etsinler ya. 5 saniyede önce sen ne biçim bir hakemsin ya.
Normalde bir dakika bile uzatır ha.
Eli de vermedi ya. Eli gösteriyor bak.
Ne biçim hakem?
Manchester United
Zaten
storm
uzaklıktan
into a
sonrasını verdi.
2-goal lead
Ah.
from that first
Gene
whistle.
omuz ya. Gene bir omuz. Hadi omuzdan.
Icardi
Yani-
Vay arkadaş bunu nasıl uçtunuz la?
last moment when he thought he might have equalised.
Şurası geçmiş gibi ya.
By 2 goals to nil.
Ya hadi bakalım güvenelim bakalım.
Ziyech's free kick slithered past.
Abi ya bir omuz ya. Vallahi çok şanssız gidiyoruz ya.
And this is a match which could still go either way. But at the break in Istanbul, it's Galatasaray 1, Manchester United 2.
Şimdi geldi buraya geldi çizgi de. Oğlum sigara bakıyor lan Burak. Dışarıda.
Değişmedi.
and Turkish Airlines.
Ay portakal suyu içebilirim.
Of arkadaş.
İstersin mi?
İlk yarı dakika 48. Kronometre burada. Maçtan sonraki iş konteks için. Ya abi penaltı pozisyonunu bir daha izleyebilir miyim ya şu Twitter'da? ...9-3-5-2 gol beklentisi 0.85'e 0.54. 0.54 gol beklentisinden 2 gol yemeyi başardık la. Yemin ediyorum şaka gibi ya.
Hadi ya onların kim mi 54?
Aynen. İlk golleri net pozisyon. Bruno Fernandes'in ekstra golü var. Yayın burada mı açık? Kaç kişi? 11 kişi mi var yayında?
3-4 kişiydi o değil mi olmuş?
Devre arası ya. Bu yayını biz kaç K veriyoruz yayına peki? Full HD mi?
Bilemem kardeş bilemem.
Ne diyorsunuz arkadaşlar penaltı pozisyonuna? Ya abi dün Newcastle maçında verilen penaltı nere? Bu nere? İnanılır gibi değil ya. Dün Newcastle maçında verdikleri penaltıda top kaleye gitmiyor ve göğüsten sekmiş. Tamam, o rezaletti zaten. Ya bugün abi el doğal konumunda olabilir ama açık kapalı değil. Doğal konumunda diye kaleye giden topları kesiyorsa bunlara penaltı veriliyor. Bunu biliyoruz yani. Top kaleye gidiyorsa özellikle. Bu kol böyle açık. Bu kol burada olmasa o top kaleye doğru gidiyor. Oho!
Tamam,
bütün takdir hakları rakipten yana. Bayern Münih maçında bir omuzdan gol gidiyor. Bu maçta bir omuzdan gol gidiyor. Deli oldum ya. İkinci yarı başlasa.
Sen analizini de şimdiden çek de sonra da zamanlayabilirsin.
Yo, ayrı görüntülü analiz gelir. Maçtan sonra. Ama Bayern'e kurduğumuz üstünlüğü kuramadık. Allah'tan 2-1 futbol bir psikoloji oyunu ya. 2-1'den sonra oyun bize dönmeye başladı yani, kafa olarak da baskı olarak da. Gene çok ciddi pozisyonlar bulmadık ama. Bayern maçının ya bizim 0.85 gol beklentisi bir ilk yarı için çok da yüksek değil yani. Hayır, şu Endombele sahada ne yaptı? Abi şu pozisyonun offside olduğuna beni inandıramazsınız
Ama
ya.
tekrar veriyorlar.
Bruno Fernandes bitirdi bizi ya. Bir gol, bir asist. Şurada Kaan Ayhan iyi dövüşemedi. Nelson dövüşebilir miydi bilmiyorum ama.
Asmış.
Çok pis astı ya. Şu pozisyon nasıl offside bir türlü anlamıyorum. Bir de omuzun neresinden tam kesiyorlar mesela. Omuz nerede bitiyor? Abi şurada offside olamaz ya. Ulan ya, Icardi'nin golü de güme gitti. Ne güzel 2-2 girecektik içeri ya. Dur bakayım ne diyor şu Henry falan penaltı pozisyonlarına. Var mı penaltı?
Going to him very shortly. A goal to Schmeichel conceded in the Champions League final against Bayern Munich and the Nou Camp. So maybe Peter will be able to fill us in.
We'll hopefully be able to speak to him in a couple of minutes, so you can put that to him, why not? There was another opportunity for Galatasaray to draw level actually this time. It was Icardi given offside. Sorry, thank you, Michael.
Given offside pozisyon. Evet, bakalım.
Well, you said it was quite close, didn't you, Jamie?
Yeah, it was very close. I mean, he does look offside when you see he's ahead of the defender, but
Orada gördüm.
they got the technology in the Champions League. That's one thing they can't fault them for the offside, but this is incredibly close.
Kramponlar ikisini de geride.
Wow.
Biraz başı
Well,
da
isn't
gibi.
it, Jamie?
Yeah, I like that.
Abi hala inanamıyorum. O anı çekmem
Obviously,
lazım.
know exactly what it is. Perfect decision.
I mean, Manchester United came into this game in
Perfect decision diyor. Penaltı pozisyonu konuşun lan.
managed to get one win. Their Champions League campaign is hanging by a thread, right? Is this
Manchester
game now
altı olur
also
böyle
hanging by a
biterse
thread?
biz
Because at 2-0
4
up, you thought they were
O
looking more
penaltı maçı
comfortable.
yenmek
This is
zorunda
now a very
kalırız.
tight one.
Well, they've got history in this competition
Beraberlikte
in
bile
this
sonuncu
season in
oldu.
terms of
Çok
being
kötü
in front,
senaryolar
feeling
ya.
that they're comfortable,
Daha da
and
Kopenhag
the
Bayern'le
game's just
oynamadı
completely
bu arada.
fallen away for them. And that's happened far too many
En
times.
kötü berabere kalmamız
I
lazım.
think away in Galatasaray, 2-1 up half time, it feels like a real 50-50 game, but I think it'd be really disappointing if they come up with a draw now, considering they were 2-0 up. So they're in a great position. They've been in an even better position. Now being pulled back, they've got to show some real quality second half, because I still feel Galatasaray will get back into this game.
We've got Bayern Munich, Copenhagen coming up later on. That's the other two teams in Group A. Bayern Munich have been perfect so far in this campaign. You interested in that game as well, Thierry, in terms of how that affects this group?
Well, that's where it is. I mean, if Copenhagen manage to try to get something there, it'll be amazing.
Adamlar
but
çekmiş
I
abi,
think
teknoloji var
That's
onda.
where you're going to see who's going to go through
İnandım.
with. I think so.
Ya şu offside'den de gol iptal edilmez abi. Burada felsefi bir problem var ya. Ya gol bu ürünün. Bu oyunun en iyi ürünü. Bu ne abi?
But I do not think so. You can never say never in football. But
Ayaklara bakılsa mesela burada ayaklardan offside olmayacak kramponlara.
And both teams, both Manchester United
Bunu
and
da bayağı
Galatasaray,
teknik
do
olarak
theoretically
vereceğim.
still have the opportunity to
Ya hadi bunu
progress
geçtim.
in this
Penaltı
one. So it's going to
pozisyonu
be a
nerede
hotly
ya?
contested second half. Let's go over
Hangi
to
penaltı?
Istanbul, where Peter Schmeichel and Poppy
Bunlar
Miller
çekti
are
ya.
there for us. We heard from them pre-game. We didn't get to speak to them live though because the game had already kicked off. So fantastic to see you both. Peter, I don't know, how do you feel?
Yeah, I feel okay. I think the team has played really well. There's this little period, like 7-8 minutes, where Galatasaray equalised. They looked a bit nervy, but it looks like they've got them under control. And you know, just before Galatasaray scored, there was a chance to make it 3-0. And I think Ten Hag will say that to them now. There are opportunities here. Go and get them.
Poppy, by the way, this is your first. Is it your first Champions League game ever? I know it's your first Champions League for us.
Yani Icardi hiç offside'da kalmaz ama normalde. En az offside'da kalan santraforlardan biridir. Ya dünyanın en önemli iki maçı, Bayern Münih maçı, Manchester United maçı en kritik iki offside'a düştü ya. İnanılmaz yemin ediyorum ya.
We're going to share a mic for now.
We're going to share we share the umbrella.
I feel very at home though, Pete. This is my first ever Champions League match and I couldn't have picked a better one. The atmosphere has been absolutely electric here. In the first half, every single time that Manchester United touched the ball, it was absolutely deafening. And as soon as Galatasaray got it, they were singing, they were chanting. It was like being at some sort of comedy in a way, wasn't it? But the fans obviously are playing a big part in boosting Galatasaray and pushing them forward. And Peter's feeling confident in Manchester United, but I'm not so much, to be honest. They let the lead go twice, didn't they, in that first leg? So let's see what they can do in this second half.
Yeah, I mean, Peter, Manchester United have no alternative but to go for the win in this game, and anything less than a win is just a nightmare result.
Do you know, sometimes it's easier to play football and important games when you have to win. You know, you've got no other option to go out there and try your very best. The team's working really, really hard. It's brilliant to sit and watch. So young players like Garnacho, really working their socks off. Bruno Fernandes has been under some criticism lately for the way that he's a captain. When you look at the game from not a television screen, you can see how hard he works, how much he helps his team. And you know, he's gone out there leading his team. It's still 2-1 Manchester United. They're still doing what they need to do. All they have to do is just get a little bit of grip again off the game, and they will be good. I'm absolutely sure about that.
Pete, I'm told that those microphones cost $1,000 a piece. So if you wouldn't mind,
şu penaltının verilmemesi bir skandal ya.
Just kicked across the thing.
Ya inanamıyorum ya. Kim bu maçın var hakemi ya? Ya bir el daha nasıl açık olacak abi ya?
Made it fall very nice to just there.
So you got it. Classy. Always got a class touch, Peter. Thank you so much. Good to see you both.
I got it.
Okay, if you are watching, sorry Peter to interrupt you, if you're watching on Paramount Plus, everybody, we're going to get you out to the second half of Manchester United, but here on, I assume we're on CBS Sports Network, and we're so many places, it's hard to keep up sometimes where we are. We are going to, we're going to go to a break is what we're going to do, yeah, exactly. Thanks for sticking with me, everybody. We're going to go to a very short break, we'll be right back in just a minute. See you in a second, everybody.
Let's go. What you getting out of it?
Hey Google,
Who cares for
take a selfie.
Munich?
People who come to cricket stay with cricket. I'm a full-time artist and business owner. I love that cricket helps me share my artwork, create content, and stay in touch with customers. Coverage is a beautiful thing. Smile, you're on cricket.
From the beginning, we've dreamed of creating a better future. Now, we're setting out to be carbon neutral by 2050. And we're gonna keep dreaming, no matter where we go.
AI has the power to automate. But if it's using untrusted data, can you trust the results? Your business doesn't just need AI, it needs the right AI for your business. Introducing Watson X, a platform designed to multiply output by tailoring AI to your needs. When you Watson X your business, you can train, tune, and deploy AI, all with your trusted data. Let's create the right AI for your business with Watson X. IBM, let's create.
At Jiffy Lube, it's our job to keep you moving. With a full range of services from oil changes and tire rotations to filters, wipers, and more, we've got what your car needs right when you need it, so you're ready for whatever's next. Putting you in the driver's seat of car care, that's a job for Jiffy.
Born in the wild. A magic alchemy of woods and spices. Rare. Intoxicating. The soul of Sauvage. Elixir. Dior.
Right now on PetSmart.com, save an extra 20% off site-wide with code CYBER20, so you can make merry memories with the ones you love. PetSmart, anything for pets.
This match is brought to you by Heineken. And Turkish Airlines, UEFA Champions League official sponsors.
6,000 miles due east of Miami.
Nerede kronometre?
Miami seems to be the centre of the football world right now. Messi Town, true soccer city. Not only is it home to the GOATs,
Cipslik maç değil ya.
entertaining some of the biggest games in the league.
Cipslik maçlar başladı. İkinci yarıyı başlatıyorum. Ya hakem bir adam ol. Allah aşkına bir adam ol. Git o.
Hard Rock Stadium will also be a
Ya vallahi çok yazık ya.
26 in the US will stage FIFA's.
Ya iki maçtır başımıza gelenler çok yazık. Biz bu gruptan çıkmayı garantilemiş olmalıyız ya.
You imagine they want to try run some of the World Cup stadia, so that might be in Miami.
Başlıyoruz ikinci yarıya.
You can join the boys and girls on Champions League today on the Sports Network and listen to their chat. Or you can remember Green and I here in Istanbul, the second half of Galatasaray 2, Manchester United 1. Galatasaray 1, Manchester United 2 twice. Manchester United scored in those opening 20 minutes through Alejandro Garnacho and Bruno Fernandes, but I think Ziyech's free kick has tipped the game back into the balance. Robert, it would be difficult to second guess where this is going now.
Well, it was a breathless first half, wasn't it? From start to finish, and I expected more of the same because the way Galatasaray go about it, the way that they pressed and harried Manchester United, it's left themselves exposed. That one ball when they can get it through Manchester United.
Haydi lan Helino, haydi lan.
Angelino's cross turned away by Maguire.
But the amount of bodies that Galatasaray have got forward, gone through Mertens, which made them tip. Ziyech has been drifting. Boyle's getting forward from right back. The spaces, the opportunities have been there for both teams. Who doesn't tire? Because the game has been played at such a ferocious pace.
Maguire putting himself with Mauro Icardi.
Şeyi getirecektim. İnternet kablosunu.
Gambura does have some interesting options on his bench tonight. His team will run a free kick. Karamar Aktakolu was a likely start there. He's waiting literally in the wings. Very talented Brazilian forward Tete also. So we can change things up as the half goes on.
See there, that's Angelino in the midfield. He's the left back getting forward. Just shows how many bodies they're getting forward and the problem that Amrabat's got around him.
Ziyech. Header is by Lindelof. Miscued by Garnacho. Mertens.
Bunlar niye çıkıyor?
Now Ziyech.
Hatatta olduğunu biliyorum. Yiyeceksiniz lan.
Haydi!
Both in the centre backs are saying forward there. Manchester United had their hands full defending the cross, and I hadn't got to it first.
Senin suçun değil. Benim gençlerden
That was the space, that was the area to hit.
varmış gibi de
Get
gelmedi
across the
ama.
near post. That's where the opportunities are. But when you do get across the near post, that's when he makes the finish that bit harder. And even harder when you're a centre half.
Manchester United have lost 9 times already this season, beaten in nearly half the games they played, 9 defeats in 19, conceded 3 or more goals in 7 of those matches, 4 in Munich, 4 in Copenhagen.
Ya abi şu adam bir savunun artık ya.
Torreira ya.
Once more they seem to be in a sound
Haydi güzel pas.
leading by 2.
Ya Mertens şunu güzel ver şunun önüne ya.
Seem to have doused the Galatasaray fires, only to almost invite their opponents back into the game by conceding such a cheap goal.
Kimse yok.
Think of the pressure that they were under, and then how they have conceded. Be kicking themselves at half time to say that was half a job well done. To being in the balance all over again, as you say, Clive.
Dominic just eased under the ball by Bruno Fernandes, no foul. Toss rather aimlessly forward by Onana.
Abi bütün kafa toplarını aldılar yemin ediyorum ya. Geldi. Kaan. Ah Kaan. Ah Kaan. Yok offside onda.
He was offside, but Garnacho's okay. Shaw.
Oğlum bizden kalabalıklar lan.
Ties in there. So too was Hoyland. The cross just a little too high for either of them. There's a collision there between Angelino and Anthony.
That's a really good opportunity for Manchester United. Luke Shaw on the ball. Again, the body's in the box. 2 on 1 there. Just needed Hoyland to hold his position.
Or a bit foul. McTominay. Bruno Fernandes just questioning his teammates' decision to take a quick free kick. Why do we want to get on with it? Just remind me.
Game management. It's all in the mind.
Bruno Fernandes.
Aman.
Fiziksel olarak çok ezildik ya bu maç.
His captaincy credentials have been questioned almost the moment he was given the armband. Not because of his ability, but maybe because of his temperament. And he said yesterday in the media briefing he feels that he's been targeted a little bit.
Yok abi. Muhammed
Making the right decisions there.
Alham yok bu arada.
Anthony to Wan-Bissaka. Anthony. Tomlin was calling for it for a long time and Anthony delayed. Bruno Fernandes. Anthony. Wan-Bissaka.
Çok baskı yedik ya.
Anthony lifted into the path of Bruno Fernandes. 4 white shirts in the middle. Wasn't at all convincing.
I don't know whether he shot Bruno Fernandes, but it certainly looked like Angelo was struggling to deal with the cross and backpedaling into the goal.
Kurun ya.
Bowie running free.
Vay şunu bir geçir ya.
From Victor Lindelof. It's as if half-time hasn't happened. The game just picks up in the same gear that it left off.
Öyle bir yere çeviriyorsun ki kornere falan çelsin abi.
Almost catching up as well.
And the worst kind other than this it was. If he didn't mean it, how am I supposed to know what's happening? Heads important by Maguire. Right in front of his goalkeeper.
Allah'tan avantajı bırakmadı. Var ya hakem. Manchester'a da şey yapıyor yani. O kadar kötü ki hakemler. Haklı adam itiraz etmekten koşuyor da nasıl avantaja bırakmazsın diyor ya.
Goodison Park on Sunday, Erik ten Hag, English Premier League disciplinary measure, but Maybe offered him some respite from the touchline torment. The press conference questions are getting ever more pointed for the Manchester United manager. His win percentage is actually the best of any Manchester United manager. 63%. It just doesn't seem like it somehow.
Yok pasajı değil.
They've been winning, but in unconvincing manner.
And they haven't been drawing games this season. They've either been winning or losing. Play on, says the referee.
Yapmayın ya.
Boy was eased under the ball. Garnacho.
Ya hocam bu oyun gitmiyor bak. İkinci yarı bu oyun
That's
gitmiyor.
yellow card for Ihan.
No
For
diyor. Niye
dissent.
itiraz ediyor? Torreira
He
kalmadı.
felt there should have been a foul. Way back in the move.
Tam biraz oyuncu gibi.
It's only the sixth Champions League game that Jose Maria Sanchez has taken charge of. He's had his hands full just by the
Evet.
energy.
Abi oradan nasıl bak o adam kendine kızdı. Kaleci niye almıyorsun ayağımdan dedi.
It's felt like that.
Orada iki
Like every
kişi
tackle's
ya.
been on a knife edge, every opportunity to get a foot in.
Çok saçmaydı
Pass has
az
been
önce, biliyorsun değil
contested.
mi? Adam tek başına kaleye kadar gitti. Kaleciye kızdı niye almıyorsun diyor şöyle. Ama orada biz iki kişiyiz.
This is second of the group
Ya
stage.
araya girebilir de aynen.
3 adds up to a suspension.
Abi bu nasıl bir baskı şekli ya? Bu nasıl bir baskı şekli? Okan hocam görmüyor musun ya? Rezillik ya.
This is Van Bissaka. Look at the support. McTominay!
Al işte.
3-1 I should say. Scott McTominay.
Ya abi buna çalışmıyor musunuz siz ya?
Terrific counter attack.
Ya hayatımda gördüğüm en saçma pres bu ya.
Sometimes he doesn't always release the ball at the best time, but he's spotting McTominay's run. And Scott McTominay's scoring goals like it.
Kim basıyor? Abdülkerim orada, diğeri burada. Böyle aptalca pres var mı ya? Yok offside falan ya.
Just a willingness to ball on. He recognises the overload, he recognises the danger, he finds the space. It's a brilliant finish.
Ya Okan Buruk şu ana kadar yaptığım hocalıkların içine ettim ya bu maç. Maçın başından itibaren.
Much like in the first half,
Hala da değişim
Manchester
yapmıyor.
United
Şimdi başlar
stunned
abi.
the crowd early on.
It's his first goal in the Champions League, but he has looked like a goal scorer this season. That's 4 for Manchester United. Another one disallowed a couple of weeks ago through no fault of his own. 7 in his last 10 Scotland internationals. And Scott McTominay gives Manchester United that 2-goal breathing space again. Here is the goal scorer. Manchester United tried to sell him in the summer. He's one of the first names on the team sheet at the
Güzel olarak
moment.
var ya mahvettiler bizi ya.
Anthony. His release to Van Bissaka was really important there.
Hocam geliyor mu hadi? Endombele çıkması lazım, Mertens çıkması lazım, değişiklikler belli hadi la.
I think he's tackled himself in that instance.
Adam yapıyor lan iki değişiklik.
United are looking to freshen things up.
Ya yoruldu o adam belli iş, yorulduğu için faul yapıyor. Baskı yapamıyor takım ya.
Kobe Menu is about to make his first European appearance, 18 years of age.
Look at Manchester United. That's what they didn't do in the first half to get a handle on the game. To really settle it down now, they have that 2-goal advantage.
Garnacho might be offside here. Muslera deals with it, flag is up.
Question marks a bit over. Boylan, who wasn't fit for the weekend, how long he would last.
Sofian Amrabat, who is one of the 2 Manchester United players on a yellow card, is giving way to Kobe Menu. He's 18, he's from the Manchester area, and he produced 72 minutes of composed class on Sunday at Everton in his full Premier League debut. This is only his 5th senior appearance coming up. Eric Ten Hag said yesterday, you're good enough, you're old enough, and Manu looked good enough at the weekend. Really eye-catching performance. And Anthony Martial, who's had only 15 minutes of Champions League action.
Hocam nerede bizim değişiklikler ya? Kafayı yiyeceğim ya. Vallahi kafayı yiyeceğim.
So no addition to his Champions League tally.
Ya şu maçta 60 dakika Endombele'ye süre verdim ya. Diyecek hiçbir şey bulamıyorum ya.
The weekend actually won the penalty for the second goal too. And it was a delicious dink of a finish. Just reminding us how much talent he's got.
Well, that's unquestionable. When he's in form, it's how long he's going to be in form, but Kobe Mino, as you say, he gave a really composed performance, and that's what they need tonight in that midfield. It's composure. They need composure on the ball, they need composure off the ball. That's real backing from the manager with half an hour to go to get that.
Allah seni ne yapmasın.
Ben daha iyi oynuyorum Endombele.
Martial finding Anthony. Martial, Anthony, Martial, Wan-Bissaka.
Şimdi Endombele'yi çıkaracak, bütün staffı sıklayacak. Onu da yedin yani.
On this game, now they lead 3-1. Little rash from Shaw. Yellow card for Luke Shaw.
So he didn't win the ball new.
Islıklanacak. Endombele ıslıklanacak.
Slows the attack now.
Changes for Galatasaray. Will come on for Tunga Ndombele, who hasn't had a lot of football this season in midfield.
Hocam Barış'ı da en oynatman gereken maç. Fiziksel olarak ezildik yani.
Aynen, Barış nerede?
3-1'den sonra Barış'ı ne alırsın? Alsan ne olacak?
Take over from Dries Mertens. Takolo will occupy the same spot just off Icardi in that kind of number 10 role in the centre.
A bit more direct. That Dries Mertens will look to get up alongside Icardi. You see the sense in it. They need a goal. They need direction. They need purpose now. Feels like the game is drifting along away from Galatasaray.
Manchester United just want to win this game, but a 2-goal winning margin would also be significant. Remember, Galatasaray beat them at Old Trafford at the start of last month by a single goal. And so it comes down to a head-to-head between Manchester United and Galatasaray. Manchester United would edge it. They already have the edge over Copenhagen in that respect, having scored more goals in Copenhagen than
Ama orasında bir şey yok.
Danish champions managed in Manchester. Here's Manu. McTominay caught in possession.
Sağ taraf.
Icardi spread out to Bowie. Sacha Bowie has ridden the challenge. Now goes Ziyech for a kick.
Sarısı var onun ama hocam, sarısı var onun ama. Bilemedim yani.
Can't hide his frustration. It's barely a touch, just a flick of the leg, but
Hiçbir şey de yok.
he takes one or two more of those.
Var yani çelme takmış.
Sus lan.
Back to Kolu, who's right-footed. Ziyech is left-footed.
Yemin ediyorum saçma sapan bir takımız ya.
Üstü Icardi'den geldi. Hadi tamam, devam edin ya.
Hikayelerle dolu bir maç ya.
Ya yağmurlar nasıl çıkmış be.
Kaleci Onan'ın yaptığına bakar mısın ya?
O atmış. O atmış.
Ben bunu kendi kalesine bile sayabilir biliyor musun şey?
not got the right contact. It's come off the wrist.
Hadi Allah aşkına bunu hak etmedik bu grupta Allah aşkına ya.
Prize for him, for the team, because they were cruising.
Yes!
Galatasaray.
Yes!
Another lifeline by the goalkeeper.
And again, Manchester United can see within 10 minutes of scoring.
Hadi yavaş yavaş atak artık. Barış gelse tam bir atak olacak.
Barış oyun ya bilmiyorum.
Sort of self-harm. It's a difficult one for a goalkeeper.
Aslında Ziyech çok da iyi oynamıyor bu arada yani. Maç içinde çok bir şey yaptığını
Ama
görmedik de.
bitiriciliği var demek.
I'll try and react. And
Icardi yapamadı.
waited. Maybe after not waiting for the previous Ziyech free kick, he's waited for this or waited too long. Again, throwing an arm at it.
Hep şu Abdülkerim aynen.
Dropping down on the ball. It's unconventional. It didn't work.
Sarı.
Saka with a foul.
Sarıyı çıkaralım.
Saka with a yellow card this time.
Oradan da bir gol daha çaktın mı?
So the
Sonra
top
beraber
surface is slick, and once it bounced in front of Andre Onana, he just couldn't quite sort himself out to get enough behind it to stop its progress into his goal.
And with the slickness you used to, hands, you get two hands on the ball, you know, take a chance. He's taken a chance there, and now Manchester United really living on a knife edge, really.
Hadi Onana. Hadi Onana yavrum.
With the right foot probably this time.
Hadi Ziyech az bunu Kerem mi alacak?
Bu sefer Ziyech bilmeyebilir.
Curled in
Ya
towards
orta
him,
açmayın
headed away by Martial this time.
Ama vuruyor Ziyech.
Got another one in it to do last
Ya
time.
sus ya sen de futbol biliyorum diye konuşuyorsun.
Mistake by Muslera on this occasion, but one from which Garnacho can profit.
Ball from Koglu. One thing you do there is get it to the goal, aim at the goalkeeper, get it on target, because you never know what's going to happen.
This is Manchester United's 5th game in this group.
Zaha'ya şişirdi. Evet işte tam o. Güzel.
Games and been beaten 3-2 by Galatasaray at Old Trafford.
Ya Zaha sistemi bozma. O tacağın her yerinin atması gerekiyor.
Ay anne
Suggest the goal scoring might not be finished.
Yapma Zaha al onu be.
Saka's done well.
Oyuna hiçbir şey yok. Evet. Ah be Kerem. Bir de sen sok be.
Ya şu tarafa atsa.
Sok şunu Kerem be. Lan iyi de vurdu aslında. Biraz daha köşeye ya.
See how slippery, how wet it is. Onana just got to make sure of everything in the next 25 minutes.
Right. Abdülkerim.
Manchester United led 2-0 after 20 minutes. They led 3-1 after 10 minutes of
Şişir abi Zaha'ya. Şişir Zaha'ya. Haydi Icardi. Haydi yavrum.
Here's Maro.
Aferin.
Ya Icardi vallahi çok kötü oynuyorum bugün ya.
Hadi ya al ya.
Anthony.
Offside yok.
Running free was Garnacho.
Az güzel vursaydı bize atak şansı.
We'll see more and more of that as the game goes on, as the minutes tick by. Galatasaray committing bodies forward, committing numbers, leaving themselves open at the back.
Angel'in oynayacağın topa şimdi var ya.
Doesn't have quite the resources on the bench that he would like to have. Marcus Rashford.
Rezil bir hakem hatası yaptı orada farkında. O yüzden o rezil oldu bir şey. Manchester'a faul verecekti. Avantajı devam ettirdi düdük ağzında. Avantaj kaybolup faulü vermedi ondan sonra. Onu biliyor, onu rezilliyor o tarafındaki.
Some defensive stability.
Abdülkerim. Muslera.
Muslera scoops it away towards Bowie.
Hadi bu sonu iyi bitebilir. Hadi! Çıkmasın. Çıkmadı. Haydi. Haydi yavrum. Haydi sakin. Sakin.
It's yes! Carly put Onana under pressure, but the goalkeeper kept that out. Yeah, offside.
Hadi sen oraya niye giriyorsun ya offside sen?
Well, it's breathtaking stuff from Galatasaray. Manchester United pressing the length of the pitch. Galatasaray working their way up the pitch. From there, Sakari offside, Onana injured in the save. You can hear the whistles. That's for Onana getting treatment in his hamstring. Well, if Manchester United do have to go to their substitute goalkeeper, he is a Turkish international. And last season he was the captain of Galatasaray's greatest rivals, Fenerbahce. What a welcome he would get. It looked as if he might need to play in the game when Onana got injured on international duty in Cameroon last week, but he recovered from that, well, after a fashion anyway. There's one thing worse than playing on a wet night in front of a hostile crowd, and that's having to come on as substitute as a goalkeeper for your Manchester United debut. Anyway, Onana is still with us.
Hadi.
And Galatasaray still in the game.
Sahaya.
Bowie. Ziyech. Ayhan. Torreira. Badachi. Looking for
Zaha.
Finding Zaha via Wan-Bissaka.
Of ya.
Turn pass is just a little too long from Actacola. Both teams straining every sinew. You've got to feel the next goal in this game is going to be critical, but we've been saying that all night.
Hadi Torreira.
Oh, it can know for sure. Is both teams are just going to keep on going for it because they can't rely on themselves to not concede anymore.
Arkaya dikkat. Bir kişi boşuna abi ya.
Who somehow keeps his
Oradan
composure
alsa.
and all that's happening
Çok
around him.
saçma bir pres şekli ya.
Really the same. Not by Bruno Fernandes, not sure. Forward towards Anthony Martial.
Bir değişiklikler. Ya aslında şu anda Ziyech'in çıkması lazım açıkçası. Barış falan bir fizikli birinin girmesi lazım ama 2 gol atmış adam onu çıkaramıyor. Bir de asist yeteneği olabilir. Şunun gibi! Gol! Gol, gol, gol, gol, gol! Gol, gol, gol, gol, gol! Lan asist yeteneği olabilir dedim, asist yaptılar. İşte bu Kerem, işte bu! İşte bu! İşte bu Kerem yavrum benim, o ne gol be! Ya Ziyech'in çıkması lazım dedim ama asist ayağı olabilir dedim, asist yaptılar. Kontrol vuruşu inanılmaz! Kontrol vuruşu inanılmaz Kerem ya! Harikasın oğlum be! Harikasın oğlum be! Haydi, haydi, haydi, bu iş böyle bitemezdi ya!
Beş yaş biz alacağım.
Hadi bismillah, haydi!
It's his first goal for them since the win at Old Trafford. At the start of last month, he'd actually got 8 club games without a goal.
Yalasana oğlum!
Opportunity for Garnacho at the other end.
Abi yavaş kim ya? Kaan o kadar yavaş olamazsın ya!
Kerem!
Haydi döndük, haydi döndük! Sağda Ziyech var! Ziyech haydi! Ziyech haydi! Icardi! Evet Zaha! Zaha! Sakin, vurma! Vurma!
Tabii ki de vuracak ya.
Vurma Oliveira ya!
Ne güzel bir pres.
Sol ayağın zaten.
Keşke buna girseydi ardı ardına.
Hadi Icardi, sıra sende yavrum. Bitir işini, haydi yavrum.
It's a terrible dilemma for Erik ten Hag. I mean, because he
Topa
hasn't given any
ilkine verdi.
field time to Altay Bayindir, there've been a couple of domestic cup ties in which sometimes the shadow goalkeeper.
Abi tam 3-3 de iyi bu arada yani yenilmedi o kadar. Şu an mesela Barış girebilir ama Ziyech'i alamazsın artık. Kimi alacaksın? Zaha'yı da alamazsın yani.
Victory over Germany in Berlin
days ago.
Ya ağzında Icardi'yi falan mı Allah öyle diyeyim ki. Offside yok mu offside?
In these circumstances, apparently not. Martial trying to smuggle it through to Bruno Fernandes's offside anyway.
Yani oyun bir barışı istiyor bir yere ama çünkü şu an Manchester kazanmak zorunda. Bize gelecekler. Biz o kadar kazanmak zorunda değiliz. 3-3 de olur yani. Hele buradan gelmişken 3-3 olur. Ya kazanmak süper olur buradan da.
Taraftar bir güzel tutuyor.
Ya gaza gelmeye gerek yok. Kazanamazsak öldük bittik diye bir şey yok. 3-3 aldık şu an.
Kazanalım, kazanalım.
Şu an bir kontrol atak silahı iyi olur ya. Ziyech de harika paslar atıyor abi ya. Gerçi bugün bir tane attı o gol oldu açıkçası. Tam ben dediğim gibi. Ya abi vallahi böyle gruptan bu şekilde eğlenemezdik ya bu sene.
Came from 2 down here with 2 late goals to draw with Copenhagen in their opening fixture in the group.
Daha kontrollü abi şimdi.
They've done 3 tonight.
Ya.
Manchester United conceded 3 again.
Şeye ver.
Time this season, 3 or more goals. 4 in Munich, 4 in Copenhagen, and now 3 in Istanbul, and counting.
Say there's times as a waiting at the
Arkanda
moment
dikkat et.
opposition work for
Fazla
the goals.
çevirdiniz ama hadi yoruyorsunuz iyi var.
Amount of planned attack after attack after attack, and finally you might break and you have to withstand that pressure. But Manchester United just seems...
Çok iyi! Çok iyi çıktık! Sol kanat bomboş! Kim o ya? Ya Icardi, inanamıyorum bu kadar kötü olmana Icardi ya. Ya tanınmaz oynuyor Icardi ya. Abi sen şu pası nasıl veriyorsun? Sen Icardi'sin ya.
Draw would not knock Manchester United out of the Champions League, but it would leave their fate in other people's hands.
Hadi Icardi Allah aşkına bir kendine gel ya. Çok iyi! Haydi! Haydi! İyi. Herkes yere. Kerem var! Kerem var! Vur! Kime lan? Torreira kime Allah aşkına? Oğlum oyun çok gitgele döndü. Gerek yok bu kadar gitgele. Evet, hiçbir şey yok. Hiçbir şey yok Ziya. Allah'ına kurban senin Ziya. Hadi. Ziya senin Allah'ına kurban. O mimiklerini yiyeyim senin Ziya. Adam Garnaço'yu kovalayıp top aldı ya.
Bana demedim.
Daha sakin bir oyun abi. Daha sakin bir oyun. Ha Kaan, abi Kaan'la Icardi çok kötü bugün. Kaan o nasıl pas? Kimse yok. Dönün geri. Dönün geri.
Boya ye onu
Hadi
boya.
boy, hadi boy. Hocam buna bir çözüm bul. Ya hocam buna bir çözüm bul. Görmüyor musun? Bu Kaan ne yapıyor ya? Abi bu kadar kontrol oynanmaz ya.
Kaan'ı alıp tutmuyor.
Ya oyun felsefesi önemli. Bilmiyorum ne sonu mu alıyor, ne yapıyor? Zaten Kaan çok da yavaş kalıyor bu arada ya. Böyle olabilirmiş. Abi bir sakin oynayın. Böyle pozisyon veremezsiniz. Şu an skor 3-3-2 değil. 3-2 olsam diyeceğim.
Lindelof Sander, Luke Shaw.
3-3'ü hiç oynayamadık ya şu ana kadar. Ay şuraya bak bomboş oralar ya. Ya hocam yiyeceğiz hocam. Yiyeceğiz hocam. Yiyeceğiz. Ya bir şey yap şuraya ya. Allah'ım izliyor hoca ya. Kaan nerede abi Kaan?
Ya ben Okan Buruk'u arayacağım ya.
Ya stoper bu adam. Nerede? Yeri bomboş. Şaka gibi ya. Mahalle maçına döndü ya.
Aha alıyor herhalde.
Abi orta sahaya üçte bir şey yap.
Almıyor.
I'm not sure a draw serves the cause really.
Kaan akrabayla.
Galatasaray would qualify if they won in Copenhagen in 2 weeks' time with a draw in this match, so their fate would still be in their own hands.
Icardi'ye.
Here's Angelino.
Evet.
But they must feel now they can win it.
Icardi'yi nasıl tutuyorlar?
Ziyech.
Ne yapıyorsun lan Ziyech?
Yapma ya. Yapma şunları Sergio.
Aslında güzel bir artık. Biraz yavaş olsun.
Hocam 2 değişikliği daha yapıyorlar. Allah aşkına şuraya oyuncu değişikliği değil, taktiksel müdahalede bulun ya. Bomboş geliyorlar ya. Abi şu an onlar gelmesi lazım. Bizim kontrol atak yapmamız lazım ya. 3-3'te kontrol ediyoruz. Şaka gibi ya.
Natural replacement for him. He's played regularly for Uruguay at the moment, also regularly for Manchester United. Just 20 minutes on the bench on Sunday, only his second appearance in September. And Dallo will come on at right back for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And probably a better attacking option. Anthony. Done well to retain the ball. Anthony. Dallo just arrived in the game. Diogo Dallo.
Hocam bu da delindi ya. Bu sahayı mı alıyorsun? Birini değiştirmen lazım ya.
Daha niye yok
O kadar çok kötü oyuncumuz var ki. Angelino çok kötü. Kaan çok kötü. Icardi çok kötü.
In the midst of all of this, this is as good as I've seen Anthony play for Man United this season.
80 minutes into the game and still full of running. Seen him this season. Get out of second gear.
Like I say, he's not completed 90 minutes in Champions
Bomboş şuraya bak, bomboş hoca, izliyorsun ya. Allah aşkına hocam. İzliyorsun, 5'e 5 hücum yiyoruz, 5'e 5. Ya böyle bir rezillik yok ya. Hocam şuraya bir şey yap ya. Ya aynı sayıda hücum yiyoruz, şaka gibi, böyle bir şey yok abi futbolda. 3-3'teyken yok ya.
There's been enough chances to win this game in the last 10 minutes for Manchester United.
10 dakikada maçı kazanacak kadar pozisyon buldu diyor bak Manchester United. Ya Icardi'yi mi alıyorsun, Zaha'yı mı alıyorsun? Maç gidiyor abi.
Strong headed by Lindelof, who was just caught there.
Şimdi değiş.
It's just not in the nature of this Galatasaray team, but I just wonder whether a draw is not a bad outcome for them. Bearing in mind the way this game is going, Manchester United really need to win it.
Manchester United really need to win it diyor ya. Maçı kazanması gereken Manchester abi. Bu kadar kontrolsüz nasıl oynarız ya? Al orta sahaya mı üşüyorsun? Ya Icardi çıkacak, ya Ziyeh ya Zaha, yapacak bir şey yok. Yani 2 gol biraz yapmış olabiliriz Ziyeh ya da Zaha ismi olan oyuncu olabilir, çıkacak abi. Ya ver defansa yardım yapmıyorlar oğlum, 5'e 5 hücum yiyoruz ya. Adamlar koşuyor. Çok iyi. Şuraya bak, kontra içerisine bak. Torreira da öldü bu arada, bak Torreira gidemiyor. Torreira gidemiyor. Ya bunu izleyemezsin hocam. Bunu izleyemezsin Allah aşkına ya.
Showed Bowie what he was doing there. Atakolu. Listry got back and atoned. Mainu. He's mature beyond his years, he really is.
Çok kolay pas yapıyorlar ya. Abi defans yapmıyor, takımın yarısı defans yapmıyor. Gene 4'e 4, gene 4'e 4 ya.
Tut. Ay
ya inanamıyorum. Ya Okan Hoca'nın şu an yaptığına inanamıyorum. Ya bir oyuncu değiştir, bir şey yap abi. Ya 10 dakikadır 4'e 4, 5'e 5, 3'e 3 pozisyon yiyoruz ya.
Çok şükür.
Nihayet ya.
Nelson'la Barış giriyor. Angelinho'yla.
Al Kaan'ı sola al. Ben olsam Kazımcan'ı alırım bu arada da.
Icardi'mi çıkıyorlar.
Yalnız Angelinho öldü. Hakim Ziyeh'i aldı.
Galatasaray, Ziyech has scored 2 of their 3 goals will leave us. Yilmaz will be a replacement for him.
Bir değişiklik kaldı hocam, bence onu da yap ya. Böyle bir şey yok. Oyunu inanılmaz verdik. Oyunda bir orta saha daha al ya.
He's current international with Turkey.
Hadi lan Barış.
And Victor Nelson, the 6'1" Danish international will replace Angelino with Bardacci, switching to left back.
Same shape.
Zaha seni almadı oyuna. Senin biraz daha fiziksel olarak ayakta kalman lazım ya.
Gives them a bit more of a speed.
Icardi Allah aşkına bir şey yapma.
To see them through this last 10 minutes. They've needed it a bit more. or it's just a different person to go forward. Just a bit more energy.
Bu benim totemim. Söylenmedi hiç.
Draw is barely good enough for Manchester United. If Copenhagen were to win in Munich later, Manchester United would be out of the Champions League tonight. If they don't win in Munich later, Manchester United would still have a chance, but they need Copenhagen and Galatasaray to draw in 2 weeks' time. And you're waiting on others, and they still have to beat Bayern Munich themselves at Old Trafford. So
Hocam bundan golü yemiştim geçen maç ama.
a Manchester United goal changes.
İşte bir şey yapmış oldun en azından ama yani bir değişiklik daha gider bu maça. Orayı da öldü. Orta sahayı verdik asıl ya. Kerem Demirbay falan biri girmesi lazımdı. Yerine değil, üçüncü olarak. İleriden bir adam alın.
Controlled by Bowie.
Of.
Hadi Zaha.
Zaha.
Yavaş
Using
koşuyor.
his considerable strength to protect the ball.
Zaha! Zaha! Ya şu at ne olur at şunu ya! Zaha şunu atman senin için penaltı kadar kolay Allah aşkına o çalımları atmış.
Taşer aşırısa tamam.
Poor finish from Zaha. Anthony releases Dallo. Pull back to Bruno Fernandes.
Direkt.
Aa.
İnanılmaz bir maç. Yemin ediyorum inanılmaz bir maç.
Direkten döndü.
Niye bizim pozisyonumuz etini vermiyorsun da onunkini veriyorsun? Gol direkt alsa için. Gol yediğimizi mi zannettin? Ya daha şunu nasıl atamadın ben onu anlamıyorum ya. Köşeye topu abanıp bitirmen gerekiyor. Klasik bir Zaha bitirişi ya.
Zaha straight at the goalkeeper. At one end. Fernandes straight
Neyi
at the
vuruyorlar lan
goal
bizden
in the
abi?
other.
Diğer tribünü
Foul by Shaw.
Ulan Zaha ya. Ne güzel çalımlara girmişsin.
Aynen
Bitiriş.
ya.
Vermiyorlar Ece pozisyonu
Still
ya.
enough in it. Body's tired.
Topun üstüne değil, ayağının içiyle köşeye bırakman yeterli olacaktı ya.
Pass.
Is there one more goal in this goal fest?
Haydi.
Back to Kolu. Headers by Maguire.
Hadi Zaha, hadi yap sicini. Hadi yavrum.
Wilson.
Hadi yavrum!
Kerem vuruşu. Gelecek.
He's been quiet tonight.
Bu arada Zaha iyi iş tutmuş.
Two
Ama
chances.
şunları daha iyi bitirirsin be yavrum sen ya. Neler bitirdin sen ya?
Show him down the line.
Manchester'ın savunmasında da fizik düşmeye başladı.
This is not a highlight reel you're watching.
Atağında da savunmasında.
And this is not
Ama ne olursa olsun tam buradan kazanmak güzel olur. Ama abi yenilmeyelim. Birincisi o Kerem şurada yapma!
You attack, we attack.
Questioning the players' fitness, wondering about our fitness, Clive.
Thankfully, this
Kerem yaptığın bildiğin
What a tackle that is by McTominay.
Durdu,
He's brilliant
faale
for Fernandes
durdu.
again.
Aa!
Divert it towards Anthony. Felt he was
oyna. Kerem yaptığın iş değildi orada yemin ediyorum.
He wasn't defending.
Mahalle maçına döndü ya herkes.
Barry Shieldmaz. Sergio Oliveira.
Ay!
Offside var ya. Zaten offside var abi. Offside anlamıyor musunuz? Kerem dön yeni girdin.
Bak şimdi.
Koşmaya mücadele yok. Oyun çok git geri döndü. Bir oyunun topa basmamız lazım ya. Barış git.
Bruno Fernandes jabbed into the path.
Bir onlar atak yapıyor bir biz inanılmaz git geri döndü ya. Kötü bir şey ya. Riskli bir şey.
Palistri.
Ay!
Bruno Fernandes. Thought about it. Flicked on by Shaw. Chance for Maçı.
Ay!
Hooked away by Terrell.
Kale!
Bruno Fernandes. Blocked by Nelson. Palistri.
Hadi defans hadi.
McTominay.
Barış ya, herkese anlarım. Barış sen oyuna yeni girmişsin. Şu adamın önüne nasıl yatamıyorsun ya? Zaha'yı mı alıyorsun oyundan ya? Zaha şuradaki tek şansımızdı ya. Ya artık şurada Icardi'nin çıkması lazımdı ya.
Aynen abi, Icardi'nin Zaha'yı.
Will come on in his place. See much of him in recent weeks. It's a bit more of a defensive.
Lan Zaha şunu nasıl bitiremedin ya? Of, tam senin stilin bir gol, nasıl bitiremedin ya?
I've talked about Manchester United's ongoing failure to leave their mark on this competition since their last final in 2011. They played in 2 Europa League finals since then, 3 semi-finals, but you know, I was looking through some of the places they've suffered European defeats on their travels in recent times: Basel and Bern, Athens, Eindhoven, Wolfsburg, Copenhagen earlier this month, here in Istanbul to Başakşehir 3 years ago. There are no easy trips anyway for competition, but you've got to be winning at some of these places.
Hadi Barış ye onu.
To the elite group of contenders.
Barış ne yaptığını biri bana söyleyebilir mi Barış?
They've had chances to win. Chances to shut up shop after they've taken the 2-goal advantages, and they haven't been up to it so far.
We look at it. You are sent hard. How many chances do you want to create? How many do you want to limit your opposition to?
Kaleci.
McTominay trying to get there. Muslera does.
Kaleci defans yapıyor ya.
I think McTominay caught him. Muslera does. This is Sergio Oliveira. Huge sways of open field for him to run into.
Hadi.
Back to Kolo. Can't find Icardi. Nobody can find Icardi tonight. Bruno Fernandes.
Hadi Torreira, hadi öldün biliyorum ama Barış nerede Bekin? Barış!
This is Scott McTominay. Anthony. Oh, was an own goal.
Ay! Ne yapıyorsun? Ne oluyor?
Torreira o kadar öldü ki Torreira'nın bilinci kapalı şu an. Torreira'nın bilinci kapalı. Yemin ediyorum ben böyle bir maç izlemedim ya. Lan boyu niye izliyorsun? Adam yerde ya.
Torreira da gol atıyordu az önce yukarıya.
Oğlum biri oyunu durdursun lan.
Young Uruguayan denied by veteran Uruguay.
Kanakan düşedi.
Hadi Barış.
Barış Yılmaz.
Barış. Barış yeni girdin oyuna, sen nasıl bu kadar yorulmuş olabilirsin ya? Öldüler sahada ya. Tam yemeyin abi, 3-3 alın çıkın Allah aşkına ya.
Manchester United really need to score. They're going to have a good chance of surviving in the Champions League.
Kaleci.
It's Anthony trying to feed Maguire of all people, and he's not going to catch that.
5 yıl yaşlandı.
Yeah, I'm sorry to torture United fans by chronicling their modern record in this competition. You know, in the 12 seasons since their last final, they failed to qualify for the Champions League 4 times. I've got out in the group stages.
Girenleri anlamıyorum ben. Vuracaksın, dönecek şimdi Muslera. Barış hadi. Kafa topu da almadı. Şu Barış'a var ya. Kaan'da zeka diye bir şey yok şu anda Kaan'da. Kaan'da zeka diye bir şey yok şu anda. İnanılmaz işler oluyor, 2 dakikada yapmamız lazım.
Oyuncu değişikliği yapsın ya.
Corner kick, Manchester United. Carry on, Rob.
It's the last throws of the opportunity for Manchester United, but nothing from this game as well as some of the individuals have performed to suggest that as a team they're going to threaten in this competition. As
neyi izliyorsa Kaan şurada, yemin ediyorum inanılmaz ya.
But is this their moment? Bruno Fernandes will take the corner. Headed away by Torreira.
Git Kerem, git Kerem, git.
Bruno Fernandes again.
Git abi, gidin lütfen. Çık. Öldü takım, kimse koşmuyor.
Hayır.
Bırak, tamam bırak, bir puan al çık ya, bir puan al çık ya.
the walk off the pitch tonight, wondering how they haven't won this game, creating so many chances.
Bir şey diyor.
not taking them, giving away so many goals. Sometimes it's down to individual.
Hadi herkes bir nefes alsın, bir nabız düşsün, bir dakika daha oynayın lan.
Bu adam çok
They need Bayern Munich to beat Copenhagen.
Abi Muslera out atamıyor ya şu an. Böyle bir durum var yani.
Then they would need Copenhagen and Galatasaray to draw their final game in Denmark in 2 weeks' time, and they would need to be beating Bayern Munich at Old Trafford in the same time. That's how thin the thread has become now for Manchester United, unless they can find an improbable goal in these final seconds.
Bitti.
Referee has seen it. Might be enough for the Champions League for Manchester United. They could go out tonight. 2-0 they led here in Istanbul. 2-1 they led here in Istanbul. They've had countless chances to score, but they have
Ama gene de maç bayağı bize gelmişti ya. Onlara da gitti tabii de. Biraz daha şu bitirişi yapsaydı.
They still have their fate in their own hands. But Manchester United need big favours from those around them now. And that dramatic scoreline in a match they all feel they should have
Kaldık son maça.
be enough for them to survive the night.
Manchester'ın Bayern'i yenememesini bekleyeceğiz. Çünkü Manchester formda yani bayağı. Neyse bunları konuşuruz ya. Analiz gelir. Bu tepki videosuydu, böyle kalsın.
Champions League official